Good afternoon, teacher. Today I will talk about two movies that I used to enjoy in the past. The first film that I used to enjoy with all my family was Life is Beautiful, which is set in World War II. Its plot is based on telling the story of a man who had been taken along with his family to the Nazi concentration camps. Guido, which was the man's name, constructs an elaborate fantasy to protect his son within the horrible place. In this movie, there were a lot of characters. Among the main ones were Guido, Josue's father, Dora, Josue's mother, and Josue. Among the secondary characters, I could highlight Dr. Lissing and Eliseo Ortiz, Guido's uncle. My favorite scene from the movie was when an American soldier carried the boy Josue and made him ride in his military tank. In this way, the boy was able to recommend with his mother, and the two, when they sang each other, cried within heart. I used to enjoy this movie with my family because it get across good message, starting with a funny plot. It starting internet you. It was interesting to see how Guido conquered his wife, Dora, in a very unusual way. It was also nice to see how together they formed a happy family. I used to pay attention to all the details, which is why I like to watch the movie several times. The plot turned sad in the middle of the movie, and sadder was when Guido defending Josue and looking for his wife disguised himself as a woman, and some German soldier shot him. At the end of the film, the narrator makes a point on the importance of family to be happy. I would like you to see this movie that is very moving, funny, and full of emotional message. I'm sure your mind will change and now you will appreciate more the things you have and your family. The second film that I used to enjoy with all my family was Journey, which is set in Japan today. Its plot was based on two people who, after they had experienced the phenomenon of change bodies, were looking for each other in the world without knowing it. These two were the protagonists, Taki and Mitsuha, who had lived each other's life as if it were a dream. In this movie, there are so many characters. The protagonists were Taki and Mitsuha. Among the secondary characters, I could highlight Sakaya and Hatsuhiko, Mitsuha's best friend, Mitsuha's grandmother, Tsukasa, Taki's best friend, and Miss Okudera. My favorite essence from the movie was when Taki and Mitsuha finally managed to meet and without knowing each other, they asked her name. And just in the most interesting part, the movie ended with one of my favorite songs. And I used to enjoy this movie when I was little because I found that essence where the meteorites falls shocking. Also because it was interesting to see the relationship with Rintaki and Mitsuha. I used to pay more attention to the part when Taki writes "I love you" to Mitsuha on her hand, but later the two of them forget each other. Um, and I would like to recommend this movie. I thought at first it is a bit confusing. It becomes very entertaining and unexpected in the final part. I would also like to make a point that Your Name is one of the best anime movies and it even won an Oscar. And thank you very much, teacher.